citizens of the internet, today is a happy day! I just lost an almost finished video project that was worth about 35 hours of work and am currently heavily depressed. And in order to get over that depression, I decided that I'm going to tell you my favorite thing in the world, and that's Star Wars! Oh my god, we're talking about Star Wars. We're finally talking about Star Wars on this channel. Okay, focus, Wyatt. So, the thing about Star Wars is that it's like kind of the coolest thing that's ever happened. And one of the reasons it's the coolest thing that ever happened is that of all the fandoms that I've ever been a part of, and I've been a part of quite a few fandoms, ladies and gentlemen, Star Wars is the most fleshed out. It's the biggest. It's the best. It's got all the stuff in the muffin. It's booming. It's dying. It's yeah. Okay? Like, yeah. In 1977, Star Wars A New Hope came out. Alright? That original movie started a trilogy, and that trilogy became the bedrock for the largest cinematic universe known to man. Cinematic universes are kind of in these days, you know? You got like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, DC Cinematic Universe, now they're trying to make the Godzilla King Kong thing, who knows? But Star Wars was the first, and it's also the best, okay? Because it's had the most fleshed out. It's a real lived-in place. People have sat down and they've talked about the culture, about the weaponry, about the way that the religions work and the factions work. And it's all this living, moving place with thousands of years of history to fascinate you. And it's so cool to learn about. Unfortunately, not a lot of people do. Not a lot of people do learn about the Star Wars universe. Why is this? Well, in order to learn about the Star Wars universe proper, you have to go beyond the movies. See, the movies are great. They're the greatest film series ever known to man. But they are the foundation on which the universe is built. And in order to really get into the nitty-gritty of stuff, you have to enter the expanded universe. Now, the expanded universe terrifies a lot of people. Because, like, you know, it's for nerds, and people are too cowardly to admit that they're nerds, and also it generally involves, like, reading, like, tons of books. Got, like, all of these, and look, and this. Look at this. Look how cool that is. Anyway, but luckily for you, dear viewer, you have me, Wyatt the Word Weaver. And if you didn't spend your entire high school career clicking through Wikipedia reading about lightsaber combat and Kashyyyk battle tradition, well, then I'm the guy you need to come to. So we are starting a series called Star Wars 101, alright? In which I am going to break down to you the fascinating minutia of how this universe works. Okay, we're going to learn everything about the history of the Jedi and the Sith to Kashyyyk, its environment and its culture, but you didn't even know what Kashyyyk is. Kashyyyk is the Wookiee homeworld. This is Kashyyyk. Look at it. It's awesome. We're going to learn about Imperial rank designations. We're going to learn about Mandalorian honor, culture, tradition, and battle psychology. There's so much cool stuff to get into this universe, because this universe is a place that so many creative minds have made come alive. Star Wars is not just George Lucas's franchise. It belongs to everyone. And so many people have dedicated their lives to coming into it and filling it with rich, real characters. Star Wars is something for everybody. It puts Black Hood wearing cult mystic shooting black lightning right next to techno troopers decked out the coolest armor ever, real realistic weapons, and like they got, you know, stun grenades, missile launchers, and like plasma cannons and jetpacks, and it's so cool. We're gonna break down what is this galaxy, how does it work. We're gonna break down the Force, which is a huge part of the Star Wars series. And I'm going to teach you everything you need to know to be able to enjoy the movies more. Yes, that's what I said, enjoy the movies more. Because as I hope I will show you in this series, the more that you know about the Star Wars universe, the more you will enjoy the Star Wars films. And the reason for this is if you know the context around which the films take place, if you know the thousands of years of history that leads up to Episode 6, you can look at Luke's decision at the end of Episode 6 as breaking and changing of a cycle that's been going on for thousands of years. Alright? And it really makes the trilogy have the full weight that those brilliant films always deserve to have. Now, this series is for those of all knowledges and levels, okay? Knowledges? Is that a word? Who cares? We don't deal with logic here, we're dealing with Star Wars. This is a place where people shoot lightning out of their hands. But actually, no, a lot of people have, like, sat down and thought a surprisingly amount about, like, you know, how a twin ion engine works. There are gonna be people who watch a series who are, like, you know, hardcore dudes like me who are gonna be screaming at me in the comment section for everything I got wrong and left out. There are people who are just seen the movies, and you can watch this series without even watching the movies. In fact, we're kind of gonna break this down starting at a very basic level and build our way up. And the movies aren't even really necessary for getting the contours of the universe and some of its early history down. So, in conclusion, this is Star Wars 101. I am Wyatt the Word Weaver. Put yourself in my hands, dear audience. Let me mold you. Let me shape you. Let me teach you. Let me teach you the ways of the Force, the ways of the blaster, the ways of Mandalorians, the ways of Sith kind. And you will be dragged deeper and deeper into Star Wars like I have until it consumes everything you've ever known. It's gonna be great, I promise. See you in the next one. It'll be out shortly, and as I will be signing off all of these videos, may the Force be with you. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's go on a journey together.